What's going on? Welcome to another Cannabis Critique. Today, we are talking about another drop from the Legacy line. This is another one of those future strains. Plutoski, named after that song where he kind of does the Britney Spears thing, the yeah, 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 except it's like the rap version, so it's like yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. I don't know, it's a weird song. Check it out if you're into the mumble rap. But anyways, this is a phenotype of Notorious, another release off of the same line. So they don't give you exact genetics here, but it's a cross of a GMO and a Triangle Kush skunk strain. Tested in at 23.5% THC. And before we get further into the breakdown, I got to give a massive shout out to our Patreon supporters. Huge shout out to the two-way Van Man, Baker Man, Scott the Bartender, and Tim, our dank dudes. And a shout out to James D, our high achiever, over on the Patreon page. Now, let's get into the further breakdown of this Plutoski. The look here was nice. Didn't overly impress me, but it was on the impressive side. Lime green buds here. They lacked like the trichomes like gleaming because this stuff was just lime green in color. But the trichomes didn't pop at me, so that's the only thing I really took off for here. But a lot of bag appeal on this one. I gave it a 9.2 out of 10. Smell here, I didn't think it was as pungent as I was wanting it to be. With the cross here, a GMO cross, I was expecting more funkiness from this. It does have a nice mix of like a gassy, like rubbery note mixed in with that onion and garlic note that you're familiar with from GMOs. But like I said, it lacks a little bit of pungency. You really got to get in there on it to get those smells. But I get more of the rubber side than I do from like the garlic and onion funk. But it's kind of there. I gave the smell an 8.1 out of 10. Breakdown here was good. This stuff was well trimmed, gumball buds. Broke down quite nicely, 9 out of 10. Taste here, very, very smooth on this one. That's really my only takeaway. Kind of had a milder flavor, kind of like that green vegetation type of flavor, but very, very faint on it. But like I said, extremely smooth. You can rip on this stuff and it doesn't cause you to cough or anything like that. It's a pleasure to smoke. I gave it an 8.7 out of 10 in the taste category. High here is very potent and could be dangerous for some people. It kind of walks that line on the hybrids where it is, it gives you a tinged bit of anxiety and a whole lot of relaxation with that anxiety. So I don't know, that can hit people weirdly sometimes. It sometimes hits me a little bit weirdly, but overall I enjoyed it. Just wanted to warn you, this stuff, it's potent and it's relaxing. So it walks that line. It can cause issues for some people. So I wanted to bring that up for you. But overall, I enjoyed it. 9.2 out of 10 in the high here. So overall, I'd describe this one as another good drop from Legacy. I think they do a solid job overall, really. Nice for midday relief and relaxation is what I wrote down for this one. Because it does have that energy, but it's more on the relaxing side. So if you need to relax during the day, you can get into this one. And I don't think it would knock you out for a nap. And if it does, it won't knock you out for too long. Overall, an 8.8 out of 10 here on the Plutoski. And if you enjoyed this cannabis critique, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more.